Now, picking the ultimate team icons on FIFA is a bit like picking the Aston Villa side. With so much talent to choose from, you're inevitably going to have to leave some world-class players out. But here, in no particular order, are 10 legends who we would like to see the all-powerful puppet master at EA Sports put in the game. Let's start at the back. A man worthy of the company of current icons in between the sticks like Van der Sar and Peter Schmeichel, the Titan, Oliver Kahn. Anyone who makes a horrendous mistake in the final, costs his side the title and still wins player of the tournament obviously had a decent run out. So it was for Kahn at the 2002 World Cup. During his 14 years at Bayern Munich and for every one of his 85 appearances for Germany, Kahn was both a heroic shot stopper and a ferocious opponent capable of going toe-to-toe with the hardest out there. He might have published a book with the disgustingly self-satisfied title, Success Comes From Within, but fair play, he was a legend in his day and I would still have him in my team. Next up, a player who's probably done more to blur the lines between athlete and celebrity than any other, but his posing can't tarnish his record as one of the best talents of his time. David Beckham's trademark free kicks and crosses and perfectly weighted passes defined the way that a generation of kids in England learned to play football and showed the rest of the world that there's nothing shameful in playing a long ball. FIFA would be a dream if you had a winger capable of playing a pass with Beck's unparalleled precision, and given that the icons also have stories and different features to match their profiles at different stages of their careers, we'd be guaranteed a few tasty hairstyles. Fingers crossed for my personal favourite, the White R. Kelly. This player was a pivotal member of a few legendary sides at Ajax, AC Milan and Real Madrid that have already contributed a few names to the current list of icons. The one and only Clarence Seedorf. A legend of European football and a brilliantly gifted but also rock-hard midfielder, Seedorf is surely worthy of a spot among the ultimate team icons. He's the only player to have won the Champions League with 3 different clubs, though he actually won it a total of 4 times. His last win in 2007 came as Milan took revenge on Liverpool for Istanbul. I tell you that just to set up this quick reminder, Jermaine Pennant has played in a Champions League final. There's hope for the rest of us. Another player who was on the pitch on that night now, but this time one who actually had every right to be there. Seedorf's teammate, the unmistakable Cafu. Fullback has never been the most glamorous position, but watching Cafu play made most people reconsider their conclusions. Whether launching himself into long sliding tackles or bombing on down the wing to provide an assist, Cafu showed that right backs can be a lot more than clapped out rejects. His teammate at left back in the Brazilian national team, Roberto Carlos, is already an icon, and we reckon Cafu deserves to join him. An honourable mention now for the Scottish Cafu, Alan Hutton, who can't join the ranks of the icons just yet as he's still playing, but no doubt the time will come. The fact that this next player isn't already one of the ultimate team icons is a genuine scandal. I want answers. It might, of course, just be because Zidane is managing Real Madrid, but in that case, they better hurry up and sack him so that we can unlock him for our ultimate team. Zizou the Wizard had everything that a footballer needs: grit, intelligence, talent and aspiration, as well as an enviable elegance that it's just nice to have and unbelievably nice to watch. Unfortunately, when you headbutt an opponent in the World Cup final, you ensure that plenty of people are going to remember you for the wrong thing. But look on the bright side, that opens up a few new possible attributes for your FIFA card. With Zidane kicking about, pretty much every other centre mid in the world is going to have to play in that Frenchman's shadow. But playing in the shadows isn't a problem for this next player because his hair glows in the dark. The Ginger Prince, the shy genius, Paul Scholes. An era drew to a close when Scholes finally hung up his boots for good in 2013. One-club players like him are becoming a real rarity, as are vicious pitbull central midfielders who lash out in the tackle like he often used to. With his 2 Champions League medals, 11 Premier League titles and all the rest of it, he's the most decorated English football player of all time. And whether he pops into the ultimate team lineup or not, Scholesy is an icon either way. It might be a bit soon to induct our next man into the Icons Hall of Fame, but we reckon you'd be hard pressed to find anybody to disagree with the suggestion that he's got a right to be there. Totti might only just have retired, but he's long been a legend of the game. Throughout his career, his dedication to his hometown club was unmatched by any other player in the professional game. He might not have won the trophies that some of the other icons have, but icons are made of more than just success. And the fact that Totti spent 26 years with his club without ever coming close to departing made him a towering figure in the fickle and disloyal world of modern football. There's got to be space among the Ultimate Team elite for an old romantic like Francesco. Next up, a contemporary of Patrick Kluivert and Clarence Seedorf in the Dutch national team, the unmistakable and endlessly watchable Edgar Davids. Davids, the Pitbull, had an extraordinary career with stints at top European clubs like AC Milan, Inter, Barcelona and Juventus before he retired for the third and final time after a year-long spell as a player manager at Barnet. Back in 2003, Davids was on the FIFA cover. Nowadays, the closest he gets to a video game appearance is when League of Legends try and recreate his iconic likeness without paying for it. That won't do at all. It's about time those trademark glasses and dreads made an appearance in the Ultimate Team player pool. Ask anyone to give you a list of the 10 best midfielders of the last 15 years and my money is on this man being included. When Luis Figo left Barcelona to join Real Madrid in 2000, he became the first of the Galacticos, the big money superstar signings Zinedine Zidane, David Beckham, the Brazilian Ronaldo and of course the one and only Jonathan Woodgate that defined Real for a decade. He might not be popular among Barca fans who threw a pig's head at him when he returned to the Nou Camp wearing the wrong colours in 2002, but for the rest of us it doesn't take any painful exertion to say that Figo was a footballing genius, and for his dribbling alone we're desperate to have him back on FIFA. Last up, a Premier League legend who had a massive influence on the modern game. Cantona, of course. With the ball at his feet, the feisty Frenchman sometimes looked as if he was playing against a bunch of school kids. No one could keep up, let alone take it off him. His twists and turns gave defenders whiplash, and his finishing abilities are no less legendary than his dribbling skills. He's frankly another player whose current exclusion from the ranks of the Icons means that EA have got some explaining to do, but we're very hopeful that they'll add him to the elite in the not too distant future. So, there we have it. Now, like we said, there are always going to be players missing, and there are no doubt loads more legends who'd be worthy of the Icon title, so let us know in the comments who else you would like to play with in your Ultimate Team. See you later.